Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for holding today's hearing. As ranking member in the Transportation and Safety Subcommittee, I'd appreciate the opportunity to learn more about each of your specific ideas about FAST Act reauthorization. And I was hoping Administrator Batory, Administrator Martinez, and Ms. King, would you each be willing to commit to meeting with me in the coming weeks to discuss ideas and priorities that you may have for reauthorization?
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes, Senator, I will.
Yes, Senator.
I would look forward to it.
Thank you. Administrator Batory, as you know, the Illinois Department of Transportation is working closely with Iowa Interstate Railroad to advance the Chicago to Quad Cities passenger rail project. Will you commit to providing stakeholders with appropriate flexibility to ensure they finalize a deal? I know it's a long time coming, but they need some flexibility. Would you work with me on that?
Yes, Senator, I've been very involved in that since the spring of last year, and I think we see light at the end of the tunnel.
Thank you. Mr. Szabat, unless you have an answer at your fingertips, would you get back to me in writing as to whether or not USDOT has any plans whatsoever to claw back federal funding for this critical rail project?
We'll be happy to get back to you, Senator.
Thank you. Obviously, I would strongly object to any such actions, and I hope it's only a rumor and a false one at that. Ms. King and Mr. Martinez, the Road to Zero Coalition, led by the National Safety Council and in partnership with NHTSA, FMCSA, and over 900 other members, is laying out strategies to end road rage deaths by 2050. Yes or no? Are you both still 100% committed to eliminating road rage deaths by 2050 as a goal?
We continue to partner with that very important group. They come up with innovative strategies, and the combined power of the partners are where I think a lot of the innovations will come that get us to the zero goal.
Thank you. Mr. Martinez?
That remains our goal. One death is one too many.
Thank you. And is it still, Ms. King, NHTSA's policy that every child on every school bus should have a three-point safety seatbelt?
So it is our policy that everybody should be safe on our roads. As Martinez said, Administrator Martinez, one death is one too many, yes.
Thank you. Administrator Batory, as you know, Senator Durbin and I have been working with Amtrak, Canadian National, and IDOT, the Illinois Department of Transportation, to address signal activation issues known as short shunting on a rail corridor in Illinois that impacts Amtrak's on-time performance. While all stakeholders are working in good faith, most observers agree that more active and direct involvement by FRA is necessary to identify a permanent long-term solution, because different people have different explanations as to why. I do think FRA's involvement, heightened increased involvement, is really going to be vital to us moving forward on this. Will you direct your staff to play a more active role in these discussions?
Yes, Senator, they're already actively involved, and when it came to my knowledge last year, I was highly surprised about how long the tail is on this, over 5 years.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating. I speak personally about that.
I've been on those trains.
Well,
It's very frustrating when you're on the
thing of it is,
Yeah.
okay, something that should be resolved, okay, needs to be resolved, and at this juncture, my outlook on it, it has taken on a life of soap opera.
Yeah.
And you only have to study things so much. Finally, you got to do something.
I think your leadership, FRA's leadership, is going to be really critical on that. So perhaps you could commit to asking your staff to double down, and let's get this resolved.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Szabat, the President's Executive Order 13771 requires federal agencies to eliminate 2 regulations for every new regulation that's created. Can you guarantee that this executive order has not delayed the implementation of critical safety-related regulations at DOT?
Senator, yes, I can. I think we in the department are very proud of our record, in fact, of deregulation and of the deregulation actions that we've taken. Our actions that save money as well as either do not adversely affect or actually promote more safety. So just, one out of dozens of examples. FAA's rotorcraft pilot compartment view. We eliminated a requirement that saved more than $525 million for the operators, and yet actually makes it easier for them to achieve safety standards.
Well, so are you saying that no safety regulation has been delayed in implementation because you're looking for 2 other regulations to eliminate first?
That is true to my knowledge. If I find out otherwise, I will get back to you.
Thank you. And Mrs. Szabat, Senator Perdue and I included a requirement in last year's FAA Reauthorization Act for US DOT to report to Congress within 9 months on the benefits of expanding the TIFIA program to include certain airport projects. Reauthorization passed more than 8 months ago. Do you expect the report to be completed on time, and will you commit to delivering copies to my office and to Senator Perdue's office when it's finalized?
In reverse order, Senator, yes, we will commit to delivering copies of the report, both to you, to Senator Perdue, to any other member of Congress who's interested in seeing that. We are currently working on the draft of the report, so I cannot commit that we will exactly meet the deadline, but if we miss it, we won't miss it by much.
Thank you. I'm over time, Mr. Chairman. I do have more questions, but in interest of time, I will submit them for written responses.
Thank you, Senator Duckworth.